Today we're going to be using Voki to create a speaking avatar to present your argument to the class. First things first, you have to open your internet browser and go to Voki.com. It's www.voki.com. Once you get there, you're going to log in and you're going to use the class account that I assign you. We have 5 different accounts, so you will be sharing this account with other students, so please don't touch work that's not yours. The email address is going to be lavastudent and then the number that I assigned to you at gmail.com. Everyone's password is bulldogs. You don't want to remember yourself on this computer, and then you just click log in. Once you're here, this is a fresh account that hasn't been used before. But once you're here, the first thing you're going to do is just create a new Voki. So you click on this little orange plus sign. It's going to come here. The first thing you do is just decide what kind of character you want to use. You can really use any character that you would like. Right now it's a big jack-o'-lantern, but you probably want to think about the content of your presentation and what's going to be appropriate for your presentation. So you just click on the little person head and you can go and choose different characters. Right now you can see, let me make my screen a little bit bigger if I can, that it's on randoms. It's not going to let me make it bigger. So that's why you're seeing a lot of weird random characters here. So this middle bar right here, if I click here, I can go to different kinds of characters. So again, you just want to kind of think about what kind of presentation you want to give us, and decide what's going to be appropriate for your presentation. You can get through the dogs and the cats and all that, and you can pretty much go to normal looking people. These are historical figures. These are people that they think you'll see at the beach. I probably don't want monsters. Folk will actually take you to what they think are characters that look like people from around the world. So you can kind of get an idea, like this is a folk German woman. If I were to click on her, she would become my Voki. They also have classic Vokis. So for example, I could pick this man here. Let's go ahead and stick with him. You can look at only male characters or only female characters. If the character has a little graduation cap on it, it's only available in the classroom Voki accounts, which we don't actually have. So you want to stick with ones that don't have little classroom hats on them. Once you've picked your character, you can go in and tweak the character by changing the mouth. You can make the mouth bigger, smaller. You can change the nose. You can make them smaller, larger, stuff like that. You can also change their eye color, their skin color, their hair color. You can go in and really tweak your character if you want to. If you're not concerned about what your character looks like, you can click this little die right here and it will just give you a random character. Sometimes though it will give you one that we're not able to use. So that's not always the best choice, but just so you see, there you go. I'll stick with this random character since I'm just giving you a demonstration. You can go here and change your character's clothes. You can go here and change what they're wearing on their head. You can go here and give them some bling, like they have different glasses that you can give them, things like that. So totally up to you. You can go in here and maybe I could change his hair color if I don't really want him to have green hair. So you can play with him a little bit and get him to look the way you want him to look. Once you are done customizing your character and you're happy with the way your character looks, you go ahead and you click done, and then it gives you the other choices. You can change where your character is by clicking on backgrounds, and you can pick something appropriate for our assignment. So they have different places, like I can put him near a city. You can put him out in nature. You can be outdoors. Again, if you flip through this little character, or this little arrow, it takes you through a bunch of different places. You can put something behind him that's just kind of a random background. You can also go to animated backgrounds, but a lot of these are very distracting. So be careful which background you pick, because you certainly don't want the background, like this background, to really keep people from paying attention to what your character is saying. So you want to pick something that, again, suits your purpose and is not distracting. So I might just go ahead and put him on a nice beach somewhere. It's not very distracting. That's kind of nice. Again, you say done when you're done. And if you go here, you can actually change the look of the player, which is just the little setup where people are clicking buttons. So you have a whole bunch of different choices you can make. Once you get it looking the way that you want it to look, then you're going to give your character a voice. You can actually record on your phone and use it, or if you have a microphone, you can do that. We do have microphones on our classroom computers, but that can get really loud, so that's not the way we're going to do it today. But if you came in at lunch, you could record with a microphone and have your very own voice there. You could also record it at home and upload your audio file here. The option that we're going to do today in class is this text-to-speech. So if you click here, this way everybody can get their text in without interfering with other groups' presentations. So what you're going to do is actually put your text right here. Now you've already written your script, so if you go to Microsoft Word, I just clicked on Word down here to open it, and you go to File, you just have to go and open your script. So I'm going to go open my script. My script is just sample script. First you're going to highlight everything, so I click and drag to highlight it all, and then I'm going to copy. You can either do Command C or you can go up to Edit and choose Copy. Then I'm just going to go back to Voki, which is down here in my browser, and I'm going to click where it says Type Your Text. Then I'm going to go up here to Edit, and I'm just going to paste my text into the box, except it doesn't want to work. There. So you're going to have to do the Command V to paste it in, because it looks like Edit Paste doesn't work. Okay. Now here's the thing, you only have 60 seconds, so read over carefully what you get in here. You might have to edit your script to make it fit into the 60 seconds. And then what you can do is click play and listen to what it sounds like. Oops, I think I have to click play here first. It has a problem.
Marco Polo did not visit China in the 1200s, and here's how I know. Exhibit A shows us this very important fact. How is that possible? Exhibit H made me see the light.
Okay, so if you don't like the voice, you can actually pick a different voice here. We're going to stick with English as our accent and language, unless you're writing in a different language. So some of you are writing in Spanish. So if you have your script written in Spanish, you would scroll down and select Spanish from the list, and then it would be able to read the Spanish that you've typed in. The rest of the class is going to stick with English. You can, however, change the voice. So for example, let's say I want Grace from Australia to be my narrator.
Marco Polo did not visit China in the 1200s, and here's how I know.
And then it changes the voice for you. So once you have everything the way that you want it, I'm going to go ahead and go to Alan from Australia. You can play with it a little bit and pick what you like.
Marco Polo did not visit China.
Once you have it the way you like, you say done. And then what you're going to do is just click publish. When you publish it, it's going to have you name your scene. This is where you're going to put your names. So I would put my first and my last name. Notice it only has 20 characters max. So I'm going to put my name. And if I had a partner, my partner's name would go here. Let's say I was working with Mr. Green, and then I would put my class period. Let's say, for example, 4th period. Then I'm going to save. Okay. It will tell you your scene has been saved, and then it's going to pop up here. You'll be able to see it, and you can watch the whole thing. You should.
Marco Polo did not visit China in the 1200s, and here's how I know. Exhibit A shows us this very important fact. How is that possible? Exhibit H made me see the light. He did this and that. Very suspicious. Exhibit C is the strongest evidence of all, because how is it possible that he blah blah blah? You could argue that fish are green, but we can all see the water is purple. In conclusion, Marco Polo didn't visit China in the 1200s and is a big fat liar.
Okay, so you can see that my script is just an example script. Your script will have valid arguments. When you're all done and you've published, notice when you come back in, you can edit your Voki or create a new Voki. So if you come in and someone's already been working on this account, then all you have to do is click Create New Voki to make yours. When you're all done, you'd click on Send to a Friend, and this is telling me who it's from. And then right here where it says your friend's email, you're going to send it to me, sdiaz@eesd.org. Okay. You can send it to yourself if you would like to. Subject, you'll just go ahead and put Voki for my class, whichever class, like if this is history. And then right here in your message, this is Sally and Jenny's assignment. Once again, you're going to tell me who you are. We're from 4th period, to make sure that I know who sent it to me. Okay? Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and press send, and it will give you the message that it has been sent. Okay? Now let's say you want to come back and see your Voki that you've created. You just click My Voki and it shows you the Vokis that you have created. So if you log in and you want to see a Voki that you've created already but it's showing somebody else's, all you have to do is come here and you can actually click on yours and choose to edit it from here. You don't want to ever look at anyone else's or edit someone else's or accidentally change something that belongs to someone else. Once you click on it here, if it's yours, you can choose to edit it. If it's yours, you can choose to send it again, or you can just view it. Okay? When you're all done, you're going to click Log Out. And that is it. That's the basics of using Voki. Let me know if you have any questions.